Hey everyone, it's Carlin here, and the reason I'm making this video is because I recently put out an unboxing video for the new HP Elite X360 1040G11, and I don't know if it was because that was one of HP's new AI PCs powered by Intel Core Ultra. It's got an NPU built into it, meaning that it can handle a lot of AI tasks that are running locally on your device, but whatever the reason, I noticed that I was using a lot of AI features while I was editing the video in Premiere Pro, in Photoshop for doing the thumbnail, and CapCut for the captions. But regardless, I wanted to make a couple of little videos to show off some of those AI features and what those capabilities are, and even more importantly than that, find out if these AI tasks are being done in the cloud, if they're utilizing this new Core Ultra hardware, and if it is, what's it actually using? Is it using the CPU, the GPU, the NPU? So let's take a little look at the first AI task that I integrated into my workflow: text-based editing within Premiere Pro. So here I've got Premiere Pro loaded with the project file, all on the Elite X360 1040 that I actually used to edit the original video. I've also got the task manager here so we can keep an eye on what's happening to the CPU, the GPU, the NPU. And so I've already got the main sequence here. You can see up the top here there's actually this subtitle or caption channel, and that has all of the captions for the video all synced up with the dialogue. What we're going to do though is we're going to go into a fresh sequence with a clip that has not been transcribed yet. So from there we're going to go into text-based editing, and you can see here we've got the option to transcribe. So we're going to hit that button. That's going to start kicking in, and already we can see here that CPU is working pretty hard. It's at 50%. You can see that the GPU is jumping up to 60, 70%. Interestingly enough, NPU not being touched for this particular task. Now it is worth noting that I am also using OBS to capture my screen at the moment. That'll be using a little bit of the GPU and CPU probably. But yeah, now we can see that that transcription is done. That was pretty quick as well. That was a 3-minute video that we did this entire transcription for, and it looks pretty good. Now we can see when we have a look at the whole thing, a couple of errors. It's obviously got my name as Colin instead of Carlin, so you can quickly correct that, no problem. From there you can also create a caption file, which can either just be applied to your timeline, or you can actually save it as an SRT file, and then that can be uploaded to YouTube later, so you don't have to rely on the auto-generated captions on there. You know that every word, once you've edited it, is correct. So now I'm going to go into a third sequence, because with this transcription I did, it was on the finalized video. I want to show you how we can use the transcription to edit our timeline or edit our clip as if we're editing a script. So here we have an unedited file, but I'd already transcribed it previously. Now, very, very quickly, we can actually filter things like pauses so that every single pause in this clip has now been highlighted, and just with one click of a button, we can delete every single pause. Look at that timeline. We've gone from a, 10-minute clip to, when we redo that, down to a 5-minute clip just from getting rid of all of those pauses. So we're going to have much snappier footage that we can edit very, very quickly. Now, I'm making this video for HP, so we don't want to have any bad words in here. So what we can do is we can actually search for key bad words, and same thing, we can just hit delete and they are gone. Now, another thing that we can do from here, rather than just deleting it, we could choose to replace all of those words. So we could replace the bad word with a censored version of it if we want that to be, again, applied to the caption file. Or rather than replacing it, what we can actually do is we can highlight that word, and you can see that in the timeline, it's highlighted that particular section. And from there, what we could actually do is we could delete the audio and replace that with a beep or something like that. See how I've locked the video track so it doesn't delete the video from it? So that's incredibly useful. You can see that you can also filter by filler words as well. So ums and likes, really easy to remove those very quickly. But more importantly, we can use this transcription to edit our clips like we're editing a script. So we can see that all of this stuff here, we can just delete this because it's me setting up the microphone. So that's now just gone from our clip. But if we drill down a little bit further and actually edit the content, we can see that here I've got a paragraph that talks about the touchpad on the Elite X360, and then I go to talk about some other stuff, but then further down here I mention the touchpad again. So to make this dialogue flow really smoothly, I can go ahead and highlight every bit of text that doesn't relate to the touchpad that's in between these two paragraphs and delete it. We've got it highlighted in the transcription here. You can see it highlights that area of the timeline. If we hit the delete button, it will leave a gap in the timeline. But if we were to highlight that section and hit backspace, it just ripples it and removes that gap. So let's have a listen to that cut. Probably the smoothest touchpad that I've used. Yeah, it feels incredibly responsive, buttery smooth. On the note of the touchpad, by the way, so it probably helps that I've got really nice clean audio, but that is a seamless cut. And so if I go back into my main sequence again, you can see all of the cuts that I've got in here. I did all of this using text-based editing down this transcription as if it's just a script, and it saved me so much time being able to just flick through, finding the best takes of each bit of dialogue. Honestly, it saved me so much time. If you have not done this before, I would strongly recommend it. Now, one thing that helps with a really clean, seamless cut when it comes to editing is having really good quality audio. And to be fair, I did get a pretty clean audio recording. I was using this HyperX microphone that I'm using right now, but there's also a bunch of audio enhancements that Premiere Pro has that will really clean up your audio a bit further. If there's a bit of distracting background noise, it will sort you out. And to be fair, some of those audio enhancements also use AI. That is what I'm going to cover in my next video, so stay tuned, plenty more content to come. I'll catch you soon.